I think, again, just, want to congratulate Buffalo on a great game. Defensively, I thought we played exceptionally well. We gave up a drive to start the game, but I thought we really settled in, thought we made some great adjustments, thought we played the rest of the game about as well as you can play on defense against a very good offensive football team, a team that can run the ball extremely well. Was so proud of our defensive players and the growth that we've seen in them. I think if you look at the last 2 weeks, we gave up, 2 drives, in our last game, and really 1 drive this game. And other than that, we've played really, really well on that side of the ball. So that's been really positive to see the development in our defensive players and the work that they've put in starting to pay off. I think our defensive coaches did a great job, put a great plan together. We played in a new personnel grouping, in this game to give us an opportunity to get our best people out on the field versus what Buffalo does. And I thought that was a big part of the success that we had, and I'm really proud of how we coached and played on that side of the ball. We got to be better on offense. We got to be better in the kicking game. I think that was obviously the difference in the game, and the opportunities that we left out there were in those 2 phases of the game. We really struggled to protect the quarterback. Which didn't help our offense. I thought we ran the ball really well, particularly with DeCavalon Reese early in the game when he was healthy and able to go. Thought he showed us something that I really hadn't seen, all season long in the run game. Just a really physical downhill runner. We saw him, running people over, finishing, falling forward, getting yards after contact, which is big time, and it's a big time improvement for us, and it's going to be important for us as we continue to improve on that side of the ball. I thought Zach Gibson played a good game. It was certainly not an easy game to play, but to be able to come out there and to withstand some of the pressure that he saw, to be able to keep his composure the way that he did, to still manage to make some plays, moving and buying time in the pocket, make some really good throws, give us a chance. I thought he played well. Obviously we got to protect the football, we got to take care of it, but it's a great learning experience, for Zach and really his second outing in college football. So I think we're certainly some things that you're proud of and excited about, but all in all, we gotta play better as a team. When our offense is playing really well, we need our defense to step up, and get some stops. When our defense is playing really well, we need our offense to be able to go out there and move the football and put some points on the board. And we get down in there, we got to hit kicks. We got to make field goals. So, those are the areas that we need to continue to work on and continue to improve. But I think the real positives is the growth that we've seen in our defense over these past few weeks, and especially the last 2 weeks, and how they've played. I'm extremely proud of those guys.
Is there some frustration in having a defensive performance like today and watching it pretty much go to waste?
Yeah, there absolutely is, George. It's awful. It's an awful feeling, and I think when you're an offensive player, and I've certainly I've been on that side. I've been in at the quarterback position and had some days where your defense plays lights out and you're out there and it's tough sledding. You're not getting anything going, and you feel that you bear the burden of the responsibility in that game. And I think to our defense's credit, they were absolutely amazing. I don't think at any point there was one defensive player that looked sideways at an offensive guy. They were just continuously supporting one another, continuously being motivated by the challenges that they had, and they were excited. They were excited to be in those situations. We fumbled the punt, and you saw a bunch of guys out there like excited to get back out there and say, all right, well, hey, this is what it is. Like, we're going to force a field goal. We're going to get a 3 and out. We're going to force a field goal, and they missed the kick. So just proud of that effort and proud of the way that they hung in there and fought, because there's some points where you're turning it over and giving up scores on offense where defensively that can wear on you, and you can kind of let up a little bit, and our guys definitely did not do that.
Zach, was the pass rush coming mostly from their 4-man rush, or I thought I saw a couple exotic blitzes from the cornerback on more than one occasion. Where was the pressure coming from primarily in your eyes?
I mean, we kind of knew all week that they were going to heat me up because this is going to be my second game playing. So, I mean, to be honest, it's really on me because I think I should have made some better protection adjustments. So they really were coming from everywhere. Like you did say, they did send a lot of exotic blitzes, blitz in the corner. They disguised most of their blitzes pretty well. So honestly, I think this is a learning experience for me. I think I could be better than just, I can go out there and play quarterback than just going out there and playing football. So,
Coach, you did address just a minute ago about the rushing. All year we've seen that it's been somewhat difficult. We've seen it get going earlier in the game. Can you just talk about like what happened? Is it more the opponent or is the scheme or what's going on there?
In terms of this season or this game?
Well, yeah, this season and then I guess you could say this game as well because we've seen it kind of spark up a little bit, but then it kind of tapered off towards the end of the game.
No, I think the Cavalon, really at the start of the game, I think he ran the ball really well. I mean, he was downhill. There wasn't, we weren't trying to bounce the ball outside, and we were hitting it, where it was designed to be hit. And he was running with great pad level, getting his shoulders square at the line of scrimmage, running through contact. And that's what you need to do, to be a good rushing offense. And I think you look at Buffalo and how they play, and their running backs are very talented, and they're hitting it hard. They're hitting it hard up inside. They've got their pads square. They're low, and they're finishing falling forward. And I think that really that was a great step for us early in the game. And unfortunately, Reese took a shot on his shoulder and was able to come back the first time, and then took another one, and unfortunately he was out. I thought Pete, freshman coming in, getting an opportunity to play for the first time this season. I thought he had some good runs as well. Just unfortunately, you kind of get yourself. We got ourselves down, and it wasn't something that we could really just continue to stay into the run game into the fourth quarter because, the way Buffalo plays, they're going to eat up a lot of clock and your possessions are limited. And when when it's a 2-score game or a 3-score game, you got to have the ability to move a little bit faster. And I thought we did a good job in that. I thought Zach managed that hurry-up offense really well, made some really great plays. Unfortunately, just kind of self-destructed, penalties, what have you, at the end of those drives when we get down in there in position to score. So that's an area that I don't have a good answer on. We've seen it 2 weeks in a row now. Where we put ourselves in scoring position and we do some things, some uncharacteristic things. So we gotta look at the tape. We gotta figure out what we're doing, what the issues are, and how to best correct that because we can't miss opportunities like that and expect to be successful. There were plenty of moments for us that we could have taken control of that game, and we just didn't.
Why no Cato, number one, and number two, why bypass Robbie Kelly to start Zach here?
Well, I think this is an opportunity, that we've talked about is when we have an opportunity to get Zach a full game, we want to take advantage of it. This is, NCAA has done a really great job in allowing freshmen to play 4 games. So whether you play one play in that game, whether you play an entire game, it counts. So I think our plan going into this season was to try to get Zach his 4 games and to try to maximize those 4 games. So for having the ability to say, hey, like Zach can start, Zach can play 4 full quarters. We get an opportunity to maximize his experience, maximize his growth and his development. And I think the best thing with it is he's kind of seen both sides now. Like we talked about, we talked about it, we've talked about it, in the media is just, he came out and, in his first experience, his first opportunity, really everything went our way. Everything went his way. It was clean. It was exciting. It was fun. Today was tough. today was really, really tough. Protection, wasn't great. Where he's getting hit, he's turning it over, he's making mistakes, he's making great plays. So we got a little bit of everything today, and I just think you can't place a value on that for his development and for his growth. And again, very encouraged by his composure today and the way that he carried himself. And I think that's exciting, for our team. Cato was out today. I'm not.
Zach, I know your parents made a quick trip up here to be able to come see you. Just what did it mean to you to have them present for your first start of your career?
I mean, it meant a lot to have my family, they're very supportive. So the fact that they got, to be able to come up here and watch me play my first start, I thought that, that shows a lot of, how much they care about me. And, there's a lot of stuff I can't repay, for them, but they're pretty special. They're special people. So it meant a lot to me that they got to come up here and come watch me play.